it's intriguing to see what you guys have done here tonight, and I'm amazed at the turnout because this is really impressive. Entrepreneurs coming together to do something that's important.
Shameless plug.
Crafted law. If you're a small business owner, you need to protect your logo, your name. I can do that. Trademark, copyright, contracts. You need employee contracts, independent contractor contracts. Whatever you need, I got it. Come see me. Craftedlaw.com.
Like, what's that guy, Sam or whatever? Call Sam.
Don't call Sam. Call me.
These are my two favorite things. This is the stuff that I was saying. Well, shit, this shit works. When you're in a meeting, when you first have a meeting with a client or somebody that you're trying to, I guess, win business, stay standing when they first enter the room. It doesn't mean you have to like creepily stand over them while they're sitting on the other side of the table, but go grab your coffee, grab a water, stay standing while they're sitting. It applies dominance to the meeting. It's a great way to assert that I'm in control, you're not. I used this the other day. We had a client, there's a lot of market volatility. They're just a little confused. There's nothing wrong with it. They're just a little confused on what they were doing. And I could tell they were getting a little frustrated. They stood up. It was kind of weird for me to do it because it felt super unnatural. But I swear they got calm. They're like, wait a second. He's in control. He's got it. I'm not worried about this.
Elizabeth with Posh Pedals.
All the employees that I brought in, I was really, really lucky. They all wanted to be there. They wanted to work, and I've had that stroke of luck for the last 4 years. The downside to that is they get burned out because my employees don't want to go home. They like being there. They will respond to any text or email that I send them after hours, even if it's coming at midnight. And they will like work, they come in early. They are sick and they still want to be at the shop because they love what they want to do. And so that presents some challenges because they get burned out. And I'm working with like 21, 25-year-old girls, which is amazing, and they're like great learners and stuff, but they're just so ambitious that they don't quite understand that balance. I've had to build a routine for myself and kind of set some boundaries on my end to help them have those boundaries so that they don't get tired. During wedding season, we're working like 40, 50, 60-hour weeks. And so I want them to be available to work those 60-hour weeks, which means I can't be sending them a text at midnight that says, hey, did you put those flowers in the cooler? Because then they're gonna be up going, shit, did I put those flowers in the cooler? I'm gonna run to the shop and go check and do that. And then they get up the next day at 8 a.m. to come to work and they're all groggy and drained.
Have you ever considered offering ancillary services? Because you do a lot of weddings, and I would love to cater to wedding parties.
Yeah.
And so, and I own a sandwich company. But I just had this conversation with a photographer friend of mine where small businesses should probably start banding together because he's finding it hard to separate himself from other photographers for weddings. It's like, well, if you can bring something with you, like, hey, I know that someone's dad shows up with Subway at every wedding at like 1 o'clock, everybody's tired, and you eat it because you have to, not because you want to.
Right.
But if you could offer a deal from a sandwich shop or from somewhere else, that might garner you more business from the photography side if you could bring something with you. That's like a value that other photographers don't have.
All right, shameless plug for episode 4, Launch Salon, shameless plug for your business. What do we got?
Launch Salon.
We cut hairs, we cut Chris's hairs, and that's it, all right?
Not just one.
All of them.
I just want to welcome Nicole with Launch Salon.
So this has been really cool to just be asked to come and kind of share my story. So tonight what I want to do is I want to share a little bit about kind of our culture. culture. So Elizabeth talked a little bit about her culture. Just breaking that down, like what does that culture look like? And like within a team that just makes your goals more sustainable. I'm going to talk a little bit about social media. So with us being a year and a half in, being able to scale as much as we have in just a year and a half is a huge part on social media for sure. When I told my mom that I wanted to go to hair school, she was like, oh, that's going to be great until you figure out what you want to do. It's always been on my mind to blow them away. Like I want to do it and I want to do it the best. I want to hit 6 figures and I don't want to just do it subpar. So social media is a huge driving force in how we were able to scale as fast as we were. You can market as much as you want, but once you get people into your chair or into your place of business, they're gonna feel whether they want to come back or whether they don't. So that's why I put culture first. I think you really have to feel 100% with what you're offering, your product, your service, whatever that is, and then be able to market to that. If you can market on a scale that is going to hit the most people the fastest, influencers are a great way to do that. So definitely tap into that through more than just liking and commenting and following. Get in there, shake some hands, and really make a difference. I think that's been huge for us. Education is another thing. I think when I was looking for a salon before I opened Launch, that was one thing that was missing, was education. And I think in any sort of facet, if you're not learning and growing, where do those people go? They're gonna find another company that will employ them and help them grow, or they're gonna do their own thing. So if we have a business, whatever that is, being able to just offer those resources, so something like this, or a webinar, or send them away to a training, something like that is a huge game changer.
We're here at the Senate meeting tonight. It's a beautiful time. Many people. It's a record turnout. All the momentum is going up with this. Lots of business owners in Grand Rapids want to do well. They want to be around the right people to grow their business and scale and go wide. You need to be here. Senate, Venue Tower.
And if you're not here, you're missing out.